Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Wargaming League Gold Series. This is Breaker.
This is Edison again.
And I'm Skipper Alpha.
This is, of course, Week 3, Day 1. And what rosters do we have playing today, Alpha? Go ahead and throw it out there.
Okay, we are going to have NUMB against, it should be
Night Eagles?
Night Eagles, yeah, Night Eagles.
And Intense Honking versus Team Efficiency.
Yep, that's right.
This is going to be pretty good. I mean, Intense Honking and Team Efficiency are both on, they both come from the DPS, TeamSpeak, and, TeamSpeak Clan. And I think we're actually going to have, you know, a pretty heated best of 5 there, to be perfectly honest. These guys, I mean, they're right next to each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they practice to each other, so actually we know the team efficiency is the best one, I think. But you know, the intensive hunting they do pretty good, you know. Yeah.
All right. I mean, let's see how they do with Death Skies is the leader of their team, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see how they do with Death Skies in command. So I think now it's time to maybe get into the rules. Wouldn't you guys imagine?
Okay.
I would imagine. All right. Okay. So victory condition is very simple. You either kill the enemy team or you capture their base. If there are any tanks left out on the field, that game results in a draw. If the best of 5 should end in a draw, each team gets 1 point. If one team should happen to win that best of 5, it would be 3 points to said team. And Team B gets nothing for that, unfortunately. They get 0 points. So, looks like we're about set up and ready to go in the game lobby. But first we're going to hop into the standings. As you can see, Charlotte Tigers up there with Team Efficiency. So I feel like this could be the pivotal point for Team Efficiency. I mean, if they win this, they're going to be in first prize. If they lose this, they're gonna stick there with 6 points. Intense Honking will probably go to they'll go to first prize. They will go to first prize if they win tonight's best of 5. And checking now with what else we have. Gash Plus and Night Eagles and NUMB. I'm wondering how they're gonna be affected. Actually, kind of low in the standings. If NUMB were to win,
do you remember who win the team efficiency?
Team Efficiency, who beat them? I cannot accept. I think it was Elong, maybe. Was it them?
Elong or NUMB? Is it NUMB or PvP?
That.
PvP. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Okay. So, of course, this is the silver standings. One Blood's been playing pretty strong. Undefeated thus far. 3 wins, 9 points. Horseman, previously known as Yowie Flash Wolves, is at 2 wins and 0 losses. So I guess you could say that's... How do I say this? They just have a little bit less in the way of opportunity to get points. But if they're not playing tonight, I imagine they would be playing on Thursday night. That is, of course, the unbroadcasted portion of the Wargaming League series, guys. So don't get too terribly disappointed. We're going to probably see... I want to say, I'm leaning towards saying we're going to see One Blood try and contest their position in the Gold Series and then maybe in the playoffs later on. But of course, I mean, when I mean contest, I mean get the opportunity to go into Gold Series.
Yep.
Okay. Other guys, I'm thinking Singapore might have a decent shot. They've got 4 points already. One win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. It's a little bit difficult to say.
Yeah, but it depends on who they vote to.
All right. And unfortunately, we got Liberty 125 stuck at last place with 3 losses. It must be a little bit demoralizing to these guys, but you know, maybe they'll pick up the slack later. Let's see. They're about in the same position as NVIDIA Aces right now. But already here we are. An MS1. An MS1. Okay. AMX 1390s, 2 of them.
They choose the MS1 before. Last time they also choose the MS1.
All right.
Oh yeah. They put it in the bottom of the map and trying to do some support fire, I think.
Yeah, but I can't remember that. I think so. It's a MS1.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 T-32s, 2 AMX 1390s, and AMX 50. Conversely, coming from NUMB, we've got a T-32, T-69, 2 AMX 1390s, and
T-69.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, 2 T-69.
And T-32.
Yep.
So what is the class of the T69? Is it a light tank?
T69 is a mid-hand.
Medium
Medium.
tank.
Okay,
It's an
okay.
auto-loader.
So they've got just a little bit more. Okay. Actually, I'm leaning towards saying that Gash plus Night Eagles actually have just a little bit more armor than those guys.
More, yeah, a little bit heavier, but it's not that different because they got. I mean, the NUMB got 2 auto-loader.
All right, so I think we're just waiting for the teams to give out the ready, and then we're gonna dive into this game.
Okay, they go.
Mine's definitely one of the more fast-paced maps, if you will, but of course that's because it's so small, really. But I'm curious as to why we see them MS1 more and more. And,
but you know what? In maybe only 1 or 2 quarters before, the mice really can be now. A lot of people choose quite heavy setup and they all defend best. Not like that. 4i3 with 155.
Oh, we do loading graphic. I like this. Okay, nobody told us that. This is actually a nice surprise from the production crew, guys. Let's give it up to our new graphics guy. What's his name?
Adong.
Adong is
Yep.
what we call him.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. But I really like that. It looked pretty cool. I mean, he also did some other stuff for us, if I'm not mistaken. Just before he came here, he was doing things for the Taiwan Open. And on the north side of the map, it is NUMB. South side, it's going to be Gash plus Night Eagles.
Yeah.
A little bit interested to see that we have a Taiwanese team that's in the Gold Series as opposed to Horsemen, who are at the top of the Silver Series. But I'm pretty sure Horsemen will get somewhere by the end of the season. Already we can see NUMB is going to take control of the middle of the map, the center hill.
Yep.
Furbex is there,
Yep.
along with Horse.
And I all go to the west part. In my experience, that's not that good strategy at all.
Well, maybe they've got some kind of a new plan up their sleeves. They only have one AMX 50,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
if the NUMB know they all on the west part, they will send 2 M13 and go to their base and lead the 2 T1 for capturing. And the other guys gonna stand on the hill and waiting for your comeback. So such setup is really easy to break, very very easy. So I'm not that expect they can do something there.
For the moment, I just want to highlight that NUMB is actually, they're if you look at their positioning right now, they don't know what's on the other side, and I think they could actually just push if they were to maybe go around the west side of the hill there. I'm sorry, wait. The east side, east side of the hill, according to the minimap.
Yep. If they go east, they're gonna win this one.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
I think,
But
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, because in the new model, we don't know if not any the catch part be spotted, so we are not sure about that.
Well, I mean, what I actually wanted to say is that if we check the positioning of those 2 lights at the west side of the map, the lighthouse, that would be CKS, BB, and 60NE.
Yep.
I think if they could somehow get to their enemy team's hill relatively quickly, they might be okay, but it's going to be tough for them to do that. Nice shot there for 258 onto CKS, BB. And that was basically a freebie for NUMB. They didn't take any damage in return. And so far, again, we got just both sides playing off of those picks. So talking to this game just a little
Okay,
bit.
I think they didn't see the prince there. The CKSBB was spotted by a prince, but you don't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Knocking over trees right now. I think Ming might have some inkling as to where CKS BB is. And I think one of the lights, one of the light tanks was repositioning himself. It's actually Furbex. He's in an AMX 1390.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to do right now.
Bobbies? They gonna set. They have couple bush and rocks, so it's really good for sniping it.
Of course, that much. But I mean, I feel like doesn't the AMX 1390 doesn't have a little bit weak turret depression and how do I say this? The accuracy of the gun is also something to be afraid of.
The problem is the accuracy. Depression is okay, but the accuracy really
More damage on the
APAC-ASIA.
CKS BB, and
Yeah.
NUMB takes, or excuse me, Joke there takes 256 damage, excuse
Yeah.
me. CKS is getting really lit up right now. He's got a, if he goes down, I want to think that, you know, the game is, you know, that's basically a threshold for
You know,
defeat.
I don't think they got too many chances here because of the Joke is driving the he's driving T32, I guess. I cannot see that, but let me check it. Yeah, it's T32. If T32 stand there, no one can penetrate him. If you lucky, you can shoot the commander power, but it's really hard.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we've got still we're coming up on 3 minutes right now, and nothing big in the way of plays has been made just
Yeah,
yet.
but not gonna go through the right
Oh
part.
yeah, Horse and Furbex both.
Yeah.
They're going for the back door.
Yeah, and the T32 gonna hold the middle. I mean the middle part. They're gonna shoot.
They're gonna get vision of Hanks there.
Yeah. And no one can penetrate him.
Oh man, that's
that's
not
it.
good.
And the cap. And everything is over, I think.
Maybe.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Furbex is trying to actually set up some kind of an ambush, if you will. There we go.
Oh, yep.
He used their own base against them just now, and he's gonna cover both of the T1 Cunninghams.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Horse and the T1 Cunningham there, trying to get the capture. They have to go forward now and fight off N60 and Hanks. This is quite critical. This could be the turning point. And that T1 Cunningham cannot afford to be taken down. Nice light onto Hanks there. He's not coming back into this game, and it's
Yeah, and it's not gonna own the high ground. You know. On high ground is really critical here.
oh yeah. And someone just got their ammo rack shot. I can hear
Yeah.
the triple explosion from the correction crew. 740 damage off of N60, 965, and he is gone. Now audio is sandwiched between 4 hungry tanks and a dead one to his south, or to his 6 rather, but he does get 1 kill before getting out of there. I'm sorry, Cat Chen comes in to give him a defending shot. It looks like that was friendly fire just now. And
Looked like.
yeah. But I mean, it was a track shot, didn't do too much damage to him.
And I say 2 track shot from the friendly fire.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right. So we still have CKS BB as well as Cat Chen here out on the map. But I mean, I think BB here is stuck reloading. He's running for his life.
Yeah.
And Horse is looking like he's just gonna stay on this guy, just get some vision. He's also reloading it, as it would seem. He's not just simply trying to steady his gun, and CKS is down to 233 HP and taken out of the game. Game number 1 is going to NUMB.
Yeah. I think the NE and the previous NE is Gash Plus right now, right? They are away from the tournament to I think for a long time, so they don't know the new strategy or something else, and maybe they got some creative idea and say, oh, maybe you can go left side. But
Maybe.
I would say that a lot of people tried that before, so everyone failed. So
All right.
yeah, I think they failed in the beginning because they choose a really bad strategy. I have to say.
All right. We're not going to leave you guys hanging too much here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some post-game analysis during the break and then bring it back to you in game number 2. Hi guys, we are back with game number 2. Not everybody's ready, so here's some of that analysis that we're gonna throw at you. So basically, we all saw the Night Eagles kind of had a strong grip on the lighthouse, but that strong grip on the lighthouse actually resulted in them having a very weak eastern front.
Yeah.
So-
Because they only control only quarter of map, I think.
Exactly.
And NUMB they control like 3/4. So, in the information or location, NUMB got better information and the position. So they will much easier to win that one, I think.
Right. So I mean, once we examine what happened there, it was pretty simple. Once Furbex and his companion, I believe it was Horse, once they rushed into the base, it was dandy. It was just great. Everything fell in favor of NUMB.
Okay.
And now, it looks like we've got NUMB fully loaded and ready to go. They're going to have 2 AMX-50s, 2 IS-3s, and an AMX-1390. I feel like we should go all or nothing on a map like this. And when I say all or nothing, I mean either all heavies or, something else. Because, like, getting that odd AMX-1390 in, it's a little bit different.
Yep. And we haven't seen any team play on the city side, I think.
Oh
Everyone
yeah.
play on the east part.
Yeah, everyone wants to go to the East Village over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That, like, it seems like capturing is completely out of the question these days. But I feel in some ways it kind of is, because once you stop and think about it, control of the eastern part of the map is crucial to getting captured. Because that's where you're most likely to be attacked from if you are going to try and capture.
Actually, if you control the east part, you'll be much easier to defend the capture. I mean, in the south side, you can camp on the south, and it's really easy to defend the capture. But in the north, the east part is much crucial for them.
And the loading screen graphic here is absolutely sick. I love it. I love it all the way. I really wish I could. I need to get something like this for home, to be perfectly honest. I wonder if you guys can lend me some of those graphics. You think you would be able to?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. All right, so we'll see what we can do. And huge shout out to Haku. He says, I like that you are using the free cam now, and I suppose the loading screen is not bad. Okay. Looks like there's a disconnect, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you have someone disconnected.
NE. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to figure out who that might be. But looks like, Night Eagles. Night Eagles had a disconnect.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna bring it back to us, guys. You think it could be an internet cafe here in Taiwan that lost power?
Maybe just like last week, huh?
Yeah, maybe World of Tanks is just something that's too resource heavy for them to handle. I don't know.
They only have one, so it shouldn't be that situation, I think. And most of them, they lost all connection together, so that's a different story, I guess.
Okay. Well, I wonder if that would actually call for a commercial break. It's hard to say, but we're waiting on word from our production crew, to be perfectly honest with you guys, for the time being.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Hi guys, we're back, and it looks like that wasn't too terribly long a wait, so it wasn't that painful. Again, same loadout from both sides, it looks like. Is this the Swiss Army knife composition? This is the Swiss Army knife composition.
They have to do the same.
Night Eagles. Alright, we have seen that it's worked before. I feel like the team that goes with this composition really works better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think you know, with a big variety of tanks, you can handle all kinds of situations with different tanks.
Yeah, but sometimes it's much harder to coordinate.
Yeah, that's because every tank has their own, you know, character.
Yep.
Okay. And spawning on the south side, it's going to be Gas Plus Night Eagles, and to the north, it's going to be Team NUMB. Well, let's see how that Swiss Army knife composition goes for Team NUMB, or excuse me, rather Team Night Eagles. I want to say this could be something that kind of works against them a little bit, but it's highly situational. We do have Team NUMB here with 3 autoloaders. That would be, of course, their AMX 1390. And they're 2 AMX 50s, if I'm not mistaken, and then they've got the IS-3s to pack in the firepower with them. And I think this spread coming from Night Eagles, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Edison?
Okay. I'm not sure, but you know, they play on a pretty standard way. They're gonna control the east part first. But I think it's pretty right, I think. But the problem is the A7 might be it's a M50, and there is a light tank on the A8. So they have to kill these 2 tanks first, so they can deal with the capture circle, someone on the capture circle. But if they cannot, you know, kill the M50 there, they won't push in on this map. They're gonna camp there. If they push directly, I think they're gonna all die there.
Free cam is looking pretty nice here. I think Hanks is gonna have to get a bunch of vision for his team, but I mean, at the range that he's at right now, he can't spot anyone that's at the capture circle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. If on the north part, you gonna stand on the city, and the people, I mean the NE can capture a circle, capture the best from E5. You know, there is a little angle, a little space you can capture, and no one can shoot you. And you can set up a sniper or couple snipers on the A8 or 9, and while the NUMB gonna reset a capture, they're gonna got a lot of punishment. So that's why normally the people on the north part, they won't camp on the city. You know, it's really hard to play if you all stay on the city.
Okay, well, you can see that we've got Furbex redirecting us up just a little bit, and I feel like this could be a little bit for the better. I think they're going with the Russian meta. That is to say, once you get that 1-point lead, you go ahead and try and maintain that 1-point lead by forcing your opponents to come to you.
Yeah, but you know, this map on the north side is not that good for camping. You know, if you don't want to camp on the north edge, that's okay. But if they camp on lanes, it's really hard for them to defend, I think.
275 damage was just knocked off of Ming on Team NUMB. And I mean, Ajax trying to return fire as well here, but he's not hitting anything.
Yeah, but you know, I think the AD still lack an experience on this map. I think they away from the tournament for a long time. So if they use a T1 for capture, it's really easy to win. But I didn't see the T1 here.
Yeah, on that position they have 2. I think it's a.
Oh my God, Vindy is on fire here. He's getting hit left and right. Ouch! And now he's out. He's sacrificed himself to give his team some vision. And I think Edison could be right when he said, you know, that's not the best place to camp. But as I say that, Arya on Gas Plus just took, you know, a sizable chunk of damage with a couple of shots.
The problem is, I think that NE still not figure out how to capture the best, you know.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, during the corner there, the I3, you know.
Yeah.
he just a little step forward, he's gonna start a capture, but he didn't get the right position.
I think he just.
Okay, he's that.
Yeah,
finally he got it.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
Gas Plus is gonna have to make something happen here.
Yeah,
I mean, they can't just sit there and let nothing happen. If they do, they're in a position where they can't win. And there we go. Audio's basically taking a spot in the circle. Furbex, I feel, from his present position, he can actually attack Audio and get the reset, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And we've got more and more members of Night Eagles just slowly pressing forward, 30% on the capture. And right now, as it is, if NUMB does nothing, Night Eagles wins this game.
Yeah, and the Furbex, he cannot shoot, It's an M13, if he shoot, he gonna die there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, man, it looks like the T1 Cunningham has joined the fray as well. It's 60% on that capture. Night Eagles,
What?
they're doing pretty solid here. Wait a minute, oh no, Gas Area just stepped out of that, and now Audio is trying to come in and give him some assistance. That T1 Cunningham's got a safe spot, and if it continues this way, he will get that capture.
Aria really bad position, but they still can win this one, I think.
Yeah, he took a huge chunk of damage there at one point. Now 40% on the capture. NUMB is going really low, but it looks like Arya will be the first casualty of the game among the tier 8s, and of course the T1 was taken out there as well. This means we have to see Night Eagles go all in if they want to win this game. Prince is taking a little bit of heat, a little bit of flack from Milk Tea. Audio trying to play his picks as best he can, but Furbex does hit him for another 247 damage, 438 in return. We will see on Furbex. And Audio's at 242, one more shot, and he could be out of this game. It was a bounce there, maybe? Yeah, 430 damage off of Furbex. He's kind of out of the game right now. NUMB is doing a good job pushing this back, but at the same time, they cannot afford to lose all of their tanks. Furbex going YOLO there, and he's doing a good job playing like a superstar. Alright, getting just out of the shot range of Gas Plus N60E. Another bounce off of this guy. He's doing pretty good. And right now, I think Night Eagles are trying to go for a draw because that's the best they can hope for. And Milk Tea is actually where he needs to be. Cat Chen, 414 damage taken off him.
Yeah, it's
shot
I think.
bounce maybe?
I mean, this one. It's bounce.
Yeah, 889 damage. And I don't know. I don't think he's going to get Ming. The Rams, they just keep on doing damage to Cat Chen. 447 damage. Will the Ram kill him?
No.
Looks like the answer is no, but now we're brought to a draw.
Yeah.
Score is now 1-2 in favor of NUMB. If Night Eagles wants to win this, if they want to put their name out on the radar, they're going to have to win the next 2 games to get 3 points out of this best of 5. Of course, they could try and win the next game and get a draw after that for what's the word I'm looking for? For 1 point. It's better than nothing.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take it into a quick break, and then after that, some post-game analysis. right, so talking about that last game for a minute, I think the turning point was definitely when we saw Arya get hit by a shell from who do you think it was? Was it Furbex?
Not only one, I think. He got like 3 angle shooting, So he stand on a really bad position. But overall, I think AE can use a T1 to capture. If they use T1, they won't be reset, because they use I3. Okay, you won't get damaged, but they will shoot you a check. If you check damage, you still your capture point will be reset. So if they just use a T1, then T1 can totally hide behind the building. They can force the enemy go out to kill a T1, and they can have a chance to punch him. But overall, I think the AE still lack of experience, so they don't know how to capture. I mean, how to do the capture on the north side.
Well, here we are in Himmelsdorf, guys. NUMB is going to be loading into the game with 3 AMX 50s and 2 IS3s. Well, we have 3 IS3s, 1 Chinese 110, and an AMX 50 coming out from Gash Plus Night Eagles. And I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see just what Night Eagles is going to try and accomplish with one more IS3 or 110 as opposed to an AMX 50. How does the firepower compare between the 110 and the IS3, Edison?
Yeah, but the alpha, I mean the damage per shot, the IS3 is really nice, but the DPM, the damage per minute, is really the 110 is better and much better, I think.
All right, on the 110, it's much better damage per minute.
Yep.
Okay.
If you stand there and two tanks just shoot each other, the 110 gonna win that one.
All right.
Yeah, but if you stand on a corner and shoot and hide, I3 is best.
I'm thinking NUMB is going to take this a little bit more passively. They've already got the lead.
Yeah.
They were passive last game too.
And the position is okay, I think. But I don't recommend they use the M50, right? The joke is driving M50. Yeah, the position not that good for M50 because you can just show up turret. If you use the I3, that's better, I think.
And speaking of IS3s, we've got 3 of them and a Chinese 110, along with 1 AMX 50 moving across the map from Night Eagles. It looks like they're like, okay, they're just thinking right now, we have to win this.
Yep.
We have to.
Yep.
And they're not going to try and waste any time with their initiation onto the capture. Okay, so it's going to be Gash plus N60 and Hanks going to the circle very directly from Bravo 7, while we're going to have Arya, Audio, and Cat Chen try and take it to a different angle. And unfortunately, the T1 Cunningham, it doesn't offer too much firepower. Vision isn't really that useful here, but the capture time is out of the game with Hanks falling there. 324 damage off of N60.
Yep.
Now we've got Joe taking a little bit of shots there. And 400. Oh my God! He just caught on fire. Ajax just caught on fire. Oh man, is he gonna be able to put that out? It looks like he does. Okay, 774 damage taken altogether. So that one shot took him down to half of his initial hit points.
Yep.
And it looks like we got Night Eagles playing their picks fairly well. 411 damage off of N60. He could fall with the next shot. And now we've got Arya taking 292 himself. Getting the capture, at least they're trying to initiate it. 428 damage onto N60. It's not quite panning out the initial plan that these guys had. 427 damage off of Arya NE. And now 731, 261 off of Audio. They're trying to take shots for each other, but it's just not really panning out in the end. 288 and one that doesn't quite land. And following shot takes Arya out of the game. CKS BB is going to try and get Ajax out of that window, but I don't think his assertiveness has just worked quite yet. 307 damage, done with one shot, and if he can get a track shot, oh my God, he had another impact, but it just didn't penetrate.
Yeah, but Torque is on the south side right now. He cannot reset.
Cat Chen down, and this is a game that's now heavily favored for NUMB. Of course, good flank. He's coming in 327 damage, and now the annihilating shot is dealt out on N60. That will be all she wrote. And there's only 2 heavies remaining, and that's it. 333 damage off of Audio. The follow-up shot will be returning fire for 372 damage. CKS BB now trying to survive. And Oh my god, wow. Vindy actually gets away with kill. I'm sorry, Milk Tea gets a kill on Vindy. He does a little bit of damage to Furbex, but not enough to end the game. CKSBB is running for his life, but this is a total surround, and I think this game is just about over. He does get a kill, but nice job there from Furbex. Gets the finishing shot, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so I'm starting to think that's the indestructible camping spot on this map.
Yep.
This entire best of 5, solid execution.
Yeah, I think still the same. You know, any lay away from the tournament for a long time. So some strategy. I mean, it's not that easy, but you know, it's quite standard strategy. You know, they cannot do that on a normal performance, I think. Yeah.
They tried to do what they could, but I mean, in the end, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, They still needed more practice, I think. You know, or do some study on strategy. You know.
Let me ask you this: why didn't they go for 3 KV1s and then try to rush in, or 3 KV5s?
Yeah, if they are not, if they don't know that.
They didn't know that strategy.
I don't think they do a study about that.
Well, I mean, 3 AMX50s and 2 IS3s and Chinese 110, or any combination of Chinese 110s.
It's quite standard.
Yeah.
You know? And most of the people, not most of the people, most of the team, they don't use the Chinese 110 because they don't expect to counter the KV5. You know, we're gonna counter I3 and we're gonna do a defensive position. So I3 is best, I think, if we want to quite simple defend. But if you want to use to defend the KV5, the Chinese 110 is better.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that pretty much wraps it all up in a nutshell, this best of 5. We saw that, you know, basically we got NUMB getting another 3 points to their name. And we're going to take it into a commercial break, and then after that, we'll be back with the next best of 5 between Intense Honking and Team Efficient. That one's going to be good.
Okay.